day, students, and welcome to our English lesson. And so today we're going to be looking at using linking words in paragraph writing. Using linking words in paragraph writing. But before we go into our lesson of today, let's remind ourselves of what we looked at in the last class. In the last class, we looked at the topic sentence. And so we said the topic sentence is that sentence that carries the main idea that dominates the paragraph. And remember I told people that a paragraph is a group of sentences. It can be made up of 5 sentences, 6, 7 sentences, but it shouldn't be too long. And so in a work or in an essay, you can find 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs, or 5 paragraphs. And so we're going to be looking at how we can use linking words in the course of writing our paragraph. And so these linking words are used in a paragraph to make our ideas clear, to make our ideas explicit. And so we are going to be looking at using linking words in paragraph writing, that is in a paragraph, because we can use linking words within a paragraph, that is in a single paragraph, and we can also use linking words within paragraphs. Now we're talking of more than one paragraph. But in this class of today, we are going to be looking at using linking words in a paragraph. And so, these linking words, what is it linking? Or when we say linking words, it can also be referred to as transitions in a paragraph, or connecting words or phrases. How do we move from one sentence to another? In order for us to move from one sentence to another, we must have some words that will help us move from one sentence to another. It will help us to break down the ideas, to explain it in more clear terms. And these words are what we refer to as linking words or transition words, or you can better still call it connecting words or phrases. And so these connecting or linking words or phrases, what makes up the connecting or linking words or phrases? We have conjunctions. For example, since, yet. We have prepositions. For example, above, near, etc. We also have adverbs. For example, finally, similarly, and you can name the rest. All of these are what are known as connecting words or phrases, or transition words, or linking words, because they help to link our ideas. They help to link the main idea, which is the topic sentence, to the other sentences, which explain what the topic sentence is all about. And so, let's look at this graph on the table on our screens. We have the main idea. And so now, linking words now come in to link the other sentences to the main idea. You see the way the linking words act. The linking words now take the main idea and explain it, and break down the main idea so that it can be understood. And so the linking words help in breaking down the main idea, in explaining the main idea so that it can be understood, telling us of the time, telling us of the place, and the how, and the gravity of the situation. And so linking words are very important in paragraph writing. And so, we're going to look at an example of a paragraph, and we're going to pay attention to the linking words in this paragraph. We're going to pay attention to how the linking words have been used so that the paragraph can be understood. The linking words help us understand a paragraph carefully. As I earlier said, they tell us of the place, the time, the manner in which the events unfolded. The linking words help us to understand the paragraph very clearly. The paragraph reads, first of all, large animals have relatively smaller brains than small animals. The relationship of the brain size with body size among animals, bracket, all reptiles, all mammals, for example, is regular. As we move from small to large animals, brain size increases, but not so fast as body size. In other words, bodies grow faster than brains. In fact, brains grow only about 2/3 as fast as bodies. As we read, we should pay particular attention to the words in yellow, to the phrases in yellow. First of all, large animals have relatively smaller brains than small animals. The relationship of the brain size with body size among animals, in bracket, all reptiles, all mammals, for example, bracket close, is regular. As we move from small to large animals, brain size increases, but not so fast as body size. In other words, bodies grow faster than brains. In fact, brains grow only about 2/3 as fast as bodies. The words or phrases in yellow. The first one we have first of all. The second we have for example. The third as. Fourth, but. Fifth, in other words. And the last, in fact. When we read this paragraph, we discover that the words in yellow are what we refer to as linking words. They help to link our ideas. They help to explain the ideas. The passage starts, first of all, large animals have relatively smaller brains than small animals. This shows us that is the first aspect. And so we cannot just start writing by saying that large animals have relatively smaller brains than small animals. No. It means that there are other aspects that large animals and small animals differ in. But the first one is that they have relatively smaller brains than small animals. And so that is why the linking word there is first of all. The passage goes further to say, in bracket, all reptiles, all mammals, for example. For example, here is referred to as a linking word because it shows us the examples of these animals. It goes further again to say, as we move from small to large animals, and the linking word there is as. You see that it gives some kind of a progression, that as we move from small to large animals, the brain increases. And so as here is known as linking word. The next one is birth. It says, but not so fast as body size. The next one is, in other words, bodies grow faster than brains. So you see, this phrase here, in other words, brings a contradiction. It brings in contrast. It helps us to know that there's a difference in what was previously said and what is going to come below. And so you see that what was said before will now be different from what the sentence which starts with, in other words, is going to carry. The next one is, in fact, brains grow only about 2/3 as fast as bodies. So you see that the words in yellow here are what are known as linking words, or can be referred to as connecting words or transitional words. And so linking words help to link our paragraph together. It links our ideas. It makes our paragraph to have a focus. It makes our paragraph to be united. Linking words help our paragraph to be united. Let's look at how the linking words are used in different instances, because we cannot use any word at any time. We must have a certain instance before we can use a certain word. The first one is to show addition. To show addition. In the course of writing, we want to show addition. What are some of the words that can be used? We have again, and, also, besides, equally, first, second, etc. So let's look at this example. In order to show addition, how can we put it? We can say, he gave me a pen and a pencil. The linking words there is the word in yellow, and, which helps here to show addition. And so the second one is to give examples. What are some of the words that can be used to give examples? We have, for example, we have, for instance, we have, in fact, etc. All these can be used to show example or to give example. And so, you then have to fill this gap. you give an example of a sentence that gives examples. So you use these words to give your own sentence, and you equally underline the linking word that you have used. The third one is to compare. And so, we can say also, we can say in the same manner, we can talk of similarly, etc. You equally give an example. The next is to contrast. What can we use? You can use although, you can use and yet, you can use at the same time, you can use both, you can use despite, etc. You equally give an example. The fifth one is to summarize or conclude. What are the words that we can use to summarize or to conclude? We have all in all, we have in conclusion, we have in other words, we have in summary, we have on the whole, and we have to sum up, etc. And so you give the examples. And so, to show time, what are some of the words that can be used? What are some of the linking words that can be used? We have after, we have afterwards, we have as long as soon as, during, earlier, finally, etc. And so you give examples. The next one is to show place or direction. To show place or direction. What are some of the words that can be used? We have above, below, beyond, nearby, opposite, close, farther on, etc. Give examples. And the last one is to indicate logical relationship. To indicate logical relationship. How can our ideas flow? As a result, because, consequently, for this reason, hence, if, since, so, etc. And so you give examples. And so, in this class of today, we looked at the use of linking words in paragraph writing. And so we said linking words help our ideas to flow in a chronological manner. They help to build our ideas. They help to make our work look readable. They help to give us a successful essay, a successful paragraph. And so, and equally said that the ideas must move from step to step. And these linking words help our ideas to move from step to step, and that they have specific instances that they can be used. And I hope you're going to fill in these spaces, and from there I will see how you've applied the usage of linking words. In our next class, we're going to be looking at the noun and the use of the uncountable noun with the definite article they. And so you got to read definite article and nouns. I hope you enjoyed the class of today. Have a wonderful day.